Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 2. Let's dive in. I got to a point where I was fed up and ashamed of how things were going in my life, specifically around my deen, my health, and my wealth. And I decided I wanted to do better in those areas. It wasn't enough to want to do better though, so I came up with a dua point for each area that I wanted to improve. For deen, I was tired of having an inconsistent relationship with my deen, so I decided I needed a morning routine to ground me every day and to help me get closer to Allah. For each area that I mention, I will share a dua example. So for my deen, for example, the dua was or could be, Ya Allah, bless me with a no excuses morning routine to strengthen my connection with you every day through salah, hifth, adkar, dua, and exercise as my morning companions. For health, my mental health was suffering due to my phone addiction, which I shared in the previous email, and I needed to help myself. The dua example for this could be, Ya Shafi, cure me of my phone addiction and grant me mental clarity to be present with and around my children. And the third area was wealth. So for wealth, I was tired of not meeting my financial goals. So I decided to go all in with my copywriting career by signing up for a copywriting boot camp to learn the ropes. The dua example for this could be, Ya Razak, help me show up in the copywriting boot camp and bless me to reach 5 figures as a copywriter. And you know what? My Lord gave me what I asked for and more. I mean, the 5-figure part was not a clear yes, but Alhamdulillah, He gave me something so much better, which I did not even think to ask Him for, and I'll share it in the next audio, inshallah. We sometimes think of dua as رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً, or we think of dua as something that we only have access to when we're desperate. But really, dua is a call from us to Allah. And because of who Allah is, we can always call on Him. Your job and my job is to ask Him for His help in our relationship with Him, in our relationships with those around us, in our health, in our wealth. We don't have to wait for a big exam to come up before we make dua, or for the last 10 days of Ramadan, or for Yawm al-Arafah. His door is always open. Okay, so we have homework for today as well. And the homework for today is really just to get out of your head and into your dua. So on day 1, you identified 1 to 3 areas that matter to you, right? Today, day 2, you'll start making dua for those things. If you want to get married, ask Allah for a spouse. If you need a new job, ask Him to provide one. If you want to improve your health, ask Him to help you achieve that. It's that simple. Making dua is simple. I go into more detail about making your dua even better in the 12-week dua challenge, and I'll be sharing more about this soon, inshallah. But for now, with your dua, tell Allah what hurts. Tell Him your fears, your worries. Tell Him you know that only He can help you. Pour your heart out to Him about your 1 to 3 areas. Ask Him for everything that you want and need. Beg Him, cry to Him, talk to Him every day. And as you do, remind yourself that He is able. He responds. He's generous. Right? So for your homework today, write down the du'as that you want to make. I've included a handy PDF guide that you can use. Writing down your dua will help you stay consistent with asking Allah every day. You know how you go on an airplane and trust the pilot to take you to the right destination? I want you to trust Allah 1,000,000 times more with your dua. The way you show up with your flight, the way you show up for your flight with like your ticket, your visa, your luggage, is the same way I want you to show up now, just with number 1, your goals, and that's your focus areas. Number 2, your dua. Number 3 is your ihsan level action. And then number 4 is personal accountability. We will talk more about the Ihsan level action and the personal accountability over the next few emails, inshallah. But for now, if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.